52 past the hour today here in Washington. I'll be hosting a Know Your Value event at the White House with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden. We're going to speak in the East Room discussing the First Lady's life, career, and the pivotal year ahead. You can watch that exclusive interview in the coming days right here on Morning Joe and across all NBC's digital platforms. You know, the First Lady helped us launch our inaugural Forbes and Know Your Value 50 over 50 list back in 2021. And last night, we announced the third annual 50 over 50 list for Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. We immediately went global. We continue to honor women who have found significant success after the age of 50, in some cases well over 50. Here to tell us more about the latest list and our upcoming 3050 Summit is editor of Forbes Women, Maggie McGrath, and vice chair of the 3050 Summit, Huma Abedin. She's also an MSNBC analyst. So Maggie, the women who made our Europe, Middle East, and Africa list hail from 29 countries and territories across the world. They work across 24 industries. One's from Nigeria, and she broke through the male-dominated architecture industry. So tell us about all of them.
Yes, well, just to set the stage, globally, women account for roughly 20% of licensed architects. Black women account for an even smaller proportion. So it is within this difficult environment that Olajumoke Adenowo is thriving. She's 55 years old. She's the founder of AD Consulting. It's a Lagos-based architecture firm that's done more than 100 projects across office spaces, educational facilities, private residences for local and international clientele. She has been called Africa's Starchitect, for those who like a pun.
Very cool.
And she's currently working on a $900 million housing complex in South Africa. But beyond that, she really fits into this list and franchise because she is a dedicated mentor. She has led a women's leadership organization for 20 years, and she told Forbes that for as focused as she is on architecture, she really wants to foster the next generation of female African leaders.
I love it. And Huma, from the UK, 52-year-old Stella McCartney.
She is a sustainable fashion pioneer in addition to being a fashion powerhouse. You know, she started her namesake label in 2001, and from the beginning, as you guys know, the fashion industry is the second highest polluting industry in the world. And since the beginning, she has stayed away from using fur, leather, feathers, and skin. And it's the harder path. And in fact, I was at an event with her in the Dubai climate conference, and she brought an exhibit that looked like it was off the runways in Paris. But these are sustainable. The way she has done this is by collaborating with people exploring and creating cruelty-free alternatives. And so she had a grape-based leather alternative, sequins made from tree cellulose.
Oh, wow.
And so it's all about solutions. And I think what Stella has actually shown us that it's possible to feel good, look good, and also do good.
Yeah. Okay, so Maggie, let's move from Stella McCartney to the widow of former South African President Nelson Mandela, someone we should be paying attention to for so many reasons.
That is absolutely correct. Graça Machel is 78 years old. She's a renowned humanitarian and politician. She has dedicated her career to advocating for women's rights, human rights. In 1975, she became Mozambique's first education minister, and she really boosted the literacy rate while she was in that job. And of course, she was the first lady while married to Nelson Mandela of South Africa. She had also been married to Samora Machel of Mozambique. He was Mozambique's president. So she is the only woman in modern history to be first lady of two countries.
Oh my God.
So tremendously influential there, right? But she has also founded a number of organizations promoting human rights. She and Nelson Mandela founded the Elders, an organization dedicated to world peace, in 2007. And through the Elders, she helped launch Girls Not Brides to combat child marriage. And then in 2010, she launched her own trust, the Graça Machel Trust, to advocate for women's financial empowerment. They have a Women Creating Wealth program going on right now, and they're telling female entrepreneurs in South Africa, we want to see you grow 10x over the next 5 years.
I love it. Okay, so Huma, also making the list, a Nobel Peace Prize winner from Iran. Who is she?
Nargis Mohammadi, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize this past fall. She is a human rights, women's rights, and democracy activist in Iran, and she was awarded the prize because of her decades of activism while constantly being arrested, incarcerated, and in fact, she has been in the infamous Evin prison since 2021. And it was quite a poignant moment to see her 15-year-old twins accept the award on her behalf in Oslo in the fall. And I think what she has taught us is that you can be behind bars and not be silenced. She's an extraordinary woman, an extraordinary story, and we need to keep talking about her. And she really represents all the people of Iran, particularly women.
Well, this new list, of course, comes less than 2 months before a third annual 30-50 summit in Abu Dhabi. We're going to be honoring all these women from around the world there, plus the 30 under 30 listers. It's mentoring, it's networking. And we'll hear from some of the world's most influential leaders and innovators. Huma, tell us why that, I mean, this year especially, this event is going to, we've had, last year's was incredible with Olena Zelenska, Billie Jean King, Hillary Clinton, and Gloria Steinem all on one stage. And yet now, with world events, there's going to be a different power and a different focus and a different emphasis. Why is it so important, our especially mentoring summit, especially for younger women?
You know, Mika, as you just nailed it, it is about mentoring, it's about networking, it's about collaborating, doing it across generations, cultures. And this time in the world, so much has happened in the last year and so much trauma in that region. It's all the more reason it's important to have these conversations, to be together, to learn from each other, to inspire each other. We've already announced, and we met yesterday to finalize some new speakers we're going to announce, so stay tuned, and it's an exciting roster of new people we got
speakers, some amazing
incredible women. We've already announced Vanessa Nakat, who we're going to be honoring. We're very excited about honoring her, a young climate justice activist, and pardon the pun, she has taken the world by storm. Can't wait to have her there. We announced Susie Ormond, who as I think I'm learning, has literally a cult following. We will all be financially secure if we follow her guidance. We have so many women coming and can't wait to
big announcements in the next week or two. Maggie McGrath, Huma Abedin, thank you. I'll see you both at our Know Your Value event at the White House this afternoon. Thanks very much for being on this morning. And for more on our 30-50 summit and all of the women who made the latest 50 over 50 list, head over to knowyourvalue.com.